This is the time so well we love, the time of all the year, when winter calls with chilling breath for fireside and good cheer. A time for man and beast to stand and feel the seasons turn, to search the stars for secret signs and God's true lessons learn. Oh, the time when the corn is all into the barn, the old cow's breath's a frosty wine, and the morn along the fallow fields that silver shines. Then when cold morning's radiant star shines over hill and plain, we know anew that little babe is born to us again. Then man and beast and bird and tree, each one in his own place, we bow our heads and thank our God for winter's rest and grace, for the time when the corn is all into the barn, and the old cow's breath's a frosty wine, and the morn along the fallow fields that silver shine. That's a song called Winter's Grace by Jean Ritchie, and it feels very strange singing about cold winds blowing when it's been so lovely today. I seem to have a magical link with the Troubadour. Whenever I come here, the weather doesn't just become a little bit strange, but totally out of sight. I've already sung my harvesting songs with mosquitoes buzzing around my head and people dropping over from the heat. And I once did all my Now is the Merry Month of May set with wind whistling through that door and out that door, and the storms got so bad that the power went out. And here I am again with an entire set for winter and Christmas and midwinter and the new year, and it's 70 degrees out. So I think that perhaps if you are planning outdoor events, you might want to check the Troubadour schedule before you make any final things there. I'm going to sing you a song that comes from a few hundred years ago from England. We've got to all imagine that we're out wassailing. We don't have to wear heavy coats today. That's nice. And we've got a huge bowl, and we've got it lined with garlands of whatever greenery happens to be around. And as we go from house to house, we sing a song, and we collect whatever the people have in the house and throw it in the bowl and drink it on the way to the next house. And we'll pretend we're at maybe the 6th house by now, and we've drunk all we can between houses. And so you can imagine what kind of harmonies would come forth from these people. So there is no excuse not to sing. Any note you hit will be traditional. The toasts and everything are to barn animals and stuff, except to the last person. And the chorus is very easy, or if it isn't, that's okay. Sing whatever words you want, because that'll be traditional too. Wassail, wassail all over the town, our toast it is white, our ale it is brown, our bowl it is made of the white maple tree. With a wassailing bowl we'll drink to thee. And here is to Cherry, and to her right cheek, may God send our master a good piece of beef. A good piece of beef that may we all see. With a wassailing bowl we'll drink to thee. Wassail, wassail all over the town, our toast it is white, our ale it is brown, our bowl it is made of the white maple tree. With a wassailing bowl we'll drink to thee. And here is to Dobbin, and to his right eye, may God send our master a good Christmas pie, a good Christmas pie that may we all see. with a wassail bowl we'll drink to thee. Wassail, wassail, all over the town. Our toast it is white, our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree. With a wassail bowl we'll drink to thee. And here is to Dobbin and to... Let's see, what does it have to rhyme with? And then I'll know what it is. To his left... Excuse me? And here is to Dobbin and to his left ear. May God send our master a happy new year. A happy new year that may we all see. With a wassail bowl we'll drink to thee. Wassail, wassail, all over the town. Our toast it is white, our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree. With a wassail bowl we'll drink to thee. And here's to the maid in the lily white smock, who tripped down the stairs and pulled back the lock. Who tripped down the stairs and pulled back the pin, for to let these jolly wassailers in. Wassail, wassail, all over the town. Our toast it is white, our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree. With a wassail bowl we'll drink to thee. Woo! Boy, you really, that's some good harmonies coming up there. Actually, they were all very good sounding harmonies, so you weren't being very traditional. Here's a love song that I just learned recently by Pete Sutherland, who comes from, I don't know, where? Who cares? He's a wonderful songwriter. You turned your beautiful face my way, and I felt it dawning on me. Your love had been growing since the day you were born, patiently waiting for me. You weren't the one with kisses so deep, or promises made so freely, and I could have loved anyone else in this world, but you were the one who loved me. You were the one who loved me. That's the chorus, and it doesn't come around very often, and maybe you'd like to learn it, so I'll sing it again, and you'll have a chance to learn it. You weren't the one with kisses so deep, or promises made so freely, and I could have loved anyone else in this world, but you were the one who loved me. You were the one who loved me. Let others tell stories of hearts they have won, the lock on the door and the key. Let others find lovers who need only love. I found the one who needs me. You weren't the one with kisses so deep, or promises made so freely, and I could have loved anyone else in this world, but you were the one who loved me. You were the one who loved me. I've asked you more questions than stars in the skies. I've told lies like the devil don't tell. But how did my heart find a home the right size? Why does your hand fit my hand so well? You weren't the one with kisses so deep, or promises made so freely, and I could have loved anyone else in this world, but you were the one who loved me. You were the one who loved me, and I could have loved anyone else in this world, but you were the one who loved me. You were the one who loved me. That's Pete Sutherland from a wonderful album that's a combination of songs that he's written and tunes that he's written called Poor Man's Dream. And it's really one of the neatest albums I've ever heard. I wanted to learn every song on it, and it's almost inspiration enough to learn the fiddle just to play those tunes. I've spent the last few months putting together a tape of some of the songs that I've known for a long time and some of the songs that I've learned recently. And it's going to be on sale out there at the place where you paid your money to get in. And I thought I would do you a few songs from that just so you kind of know what was on there. I had a hell of a good time doing this. Got some friends to come in, and you know your friends when they'll do 75 versions of Old Maui, and then it doesn't even get on the tape, and they still will talk to you. Dylan Buston is another favorite songwriter of mine, and he comes from Indiana. And he wrote this song about an old woman who doesn't really have a lot of options for change in her life, but has done something and changes in ways that takes a lot of courage, I think. This is her story. May Smith is a woman with ringlets of gray hair, an old straw hat, a red ribbon that hides in back with care. She works all day in her garden of flowers, don't see a soul for hours and hours. She's singing songs her sisters used to do. And Charlie Smith is a man with a mind inclined to roam. He loves to ride round the countryside, but he leaves poor May at home. He don't like her going to town, seeing other folks are fooling around. She can sing at home like her sisters used to do. And Charlie'll tell how very well that sister's band did play. They've all died, May still tries to keep on anyway. He bought her a banjo through the mail, a mandolin at an auction sale. He likes to hear those songs the sisters used to do. And once I went to represent a musical archives. Scholars there astutely care to keep your songs alive. At the university there's lots of curiosity. They'd like to have those songs your sisters used to do. But May's too shy to sing when I visit her at home. And Charlie don't like her having no friends, or playing out on her own. I see him sitting at the courthouse square. I wonder how I'll ever dare to get those songs the sisters used to do. But one day Charlie's away and it was raining showers. I stopped by to see if I could visit for an hour. Just in case I forget, may I turn on my cassette? I'd like to learn those songs your sisters used to do. She turned away and then did say, when you've reached my age, memories of families can hold you like a cage. While we're here all alone, you hand me that microphone. Now you sing me songs my sisters never knew. And May Smith is a woman with ringlets of gray hair, an old straw hat, a red ribbon that hides him back with care. She works all day in her garden of flowers, don't see a soul for hours and hours. But she's singing songs her sisters never knew. She's singing songs her sisters never knew. She's singing songs her sisters never knew. Another song about a pretty feisty woman. There's a whole bunch of ballads about the shepherd's daughter where a woman is just out in the field somewhere minding her own business, and a lord or a knight or some such person comes along and rapes her and then says bye. And in some of other kinds of ballads, the woman just, of course, is an outcast and has a baby and nobody wants her, and she spends the rest of her life sort of not a part of anything. But the woman in this song follows him and follows him to the man that he works for, the king or whatever, the lord, and demands that he marry her. And while maybe she wouldn't have chosen this man to marry, at least she isn't left all on her own. I've often heard this song sung as if it was a great bit of fun, and that offended me, because I'm sure that woman would have liked to have been just left alone in the woods or in the fields, whatever she was doing, rather than having this highfalutin person come along. And so I like to sing it the way I think it is, you know. It isn't a lot of fun at all. 'Tis of a shepherd's daughter kept sheep upon the hill. A noble lord, when riding by, he swore he'd have his will. And when he'd had the will of her, and everything was done, she lifted up her apron by the horse's side did run. With your roses all in bloom, go no more a-roving so late in the afternoon. And when they've come to the river wide, she laid on her breast and swam. When they come to the other side, she took to her heels and run. And when they've come to the king's castle, she's pulled on the ring. There was none so ready as the king himself to rise and let her in. With your roses all in bloom, go no more a-roving so late in the afternoon. And it's king, it's king, it's noble king, it's noble king, cried she. One of the lords of your castle this day has robbed me. Has he robbed you of your purple cloak, or robbed you of your pall? Has he robbed you of the gay gold ring you wear on your finger small? With the roses all in bloom, go no more a-roving so late in the afternoon. He's neither robbed me of my cloak, nor robbed me of my pall. He's robbed me of my maidenhead, and that's the worst of all. Well, if he be a married man, hanged he shall be. If he be a single man, his body belongs to thee. With your roses all in bloom, go no more a-roving so late in the afternoon. If I call down my merry men, what shall you know him by? I'll know him by his curly locks, the roving of his eye. So he's called down his merry men, by one, by two, by three. Knight William was the foremost man, the very same man was he. And it's God forbid, oh God forbid, oh God forbid, cried he. Little did I know that the beggar's brat should have to make a wife for me. With your roses all in bloom, go no more a-roving so late in the afternoon. If I was but a beggar's brat, as you make me out to be, when I was out a-roving, why didn't you leave me be? With the roses all in bloom, I'll go no more a-roving so late in the afternoon. That's The Knight and the Shepherd's Daughter. I'll sing you another love song, my favorite one. And this one is on the tape. I've been singing this for a long time. And this is a Saigon song, but I always thank Priscilla Herdman for it. She came to visit me at a time when I thought the world was coming to an end. She and some friends came to visit me when I was in a hospital, and she brought this song with her. And it's sort of, I used to sing all those songs of, I'm going to throw myself out of a window because you don't love me, babe. And when I started hearing songs like this, I started realizing that you didn't have to throw yourself out of windows anymore. Good for you. Who was that lady? No fancy gowns, no high-class towns to promise. I'm plain as rain, and that's just not my style. I never was the one to ask for favors, but I hope you plan to stay with me a while. You're as comfortable as quiet conversation among good friends who share the time to eat. Like good meat loves salt, that's how I love you. It's common now to say the times are changing. That's not true, it's only people change. My patterns, like your plants hung in my windows, were worth the time it took to rearrange. I don't ask for anything that you don't offer, a place to rest my thoughts, to lay my head. Like butter loves bread, that's how I love you. I never was the person to get lonely. I was satisfied to be here by myself. And it's not that I could be here with you only. It's just better than with anybody else. I can promise that I'll go and leave you never. Oh, you know that something always could go wrong, and I can't say that I'll love you till forever. I don't expect to be here quite that long, but I can say that I'm prepared to stay here with you as long as you're content to stay with me. Like the river loves the sea, and that's how I love you, flow into me. Like butterless bread. I'll do you a real strange Christmas song that I just learned this year, and I hope you'll like it, and you might not, but I like to sing it. And it comes from the late 15th century, and it's the angel Gabriel announcing, or sort of telling Mary that her whole life is going to be changed, and she really can't say much about it. But we won't get political about this song, because it really is quite lovely. I'd like you to sing a drone note, and if you find anything else that you'd like to sing, any harmonies or chorus, you can do that too. And it's very long, so maybe you sort of want to hold the drone and then nudge your neighbor, and he'll take it over for a while. But let me see if I can. That's the note that you have to hold for a long time. Noel, 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 this is the salutation of angel Gabriel. Tidings true there become new, sent from the Trinity by Gabriel to Nazareth, city of Galilee, a clean maiden and pure virgin, through her humility has conceived the person second in deity. Noel, 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 this is the salutation of angel Gabriel. When he first presented was before her fair visage, with most demure and goodly wise he did to her homage, and said, Lady, from heaven so high, the Lord's heritage, though which of thee born would be, I am sent on message. Noel, 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 this is the salutation of angel Gabriel. Suddenly she abashed truly, but not all things dismayed, with mind discreet and spirit meek, to the angel she said, In what manner should I child bear, the which ever a maid have lived chaste all my life past, and never man essayed? Noel, 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 this is the salutation of angel Gabriel. Then again to her certain answered the angel, O Lady dear, be of good cheer, and fear thee ne'er, Adele. Thou shalt conceive in thy body the very God himself, in whose birth heaven and earth shall joy, call it Emmanuel. Noel, 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 this is the salutation of angel Gabriel. Then again to the angel she answered womanly, Whatever my Lord command me do, I will obey meekly. Ecce sum humilima ansile Domini, secundum verbum tuum, she said, fiat mihi. Noel, 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 this is the salutation of angel Gabriel. holding that. It really sounds wonderful. The album I learned that from was Christmas in Anglia, the Ensemble for Early Music. It's also found in the Oxford Book of Carols, but it's been translated into modern English, and it's much. It says more this way. I mean, the words aren't as easy to understand, but the whole story is there. And on the record, there's a drone note that just sounds so fine. I'll move up to the 20th century and sing a song of Tom Gallo's, his Christmas song, about a woman who really doesn't have many more options than the woman in the first song did. Time to do that jumpy up dance and shake those dungarees down. I want you to put on a clean pair of pants and we're gonna go downtown. I've got a $50 Christmas check and we can spend it any way we please. Tonight we ain't eating that elbow macaroni and cottage cheese. I want you to go to the bathroom, baby, before we're out on that street. Once we're in that trolley car, you know there's no place for you to pee. Your father's in some goddamn bar at 80th and Island Road. Him and his pals, the Three Musketeers, you know they're tying on another load. Him and his pals, the Three Musketeers, you know they're tying on another load. And baby Jesus was born in a stable, but he had a mother and father working things out together. That baby had a good home, and Christmas ain't about money or where your family is living. It's treating people right who love you, not leaving them all alone. So time to do that jumpy up dance and shake those dungarees down. I want you to put on a clean pair of pants and we're gonna go downtown. I've got a $50 Christmas check and we can spend it any way we please. Tonight we ain't eating that elbow macaroni and cottage cheese. No, we ain't eating that elbow macaroni and cottage cheese. And this song just, this song follows that song. This is Bob Franke. I remember growing up like it was only yesterday. My mom and dad, they tried their best to guide me on my way. But the hard times and the liquor drove the easy love away. And the only love I knew about was hard love. Oh, it was hard love every hour of the day, when Christmas to my birthday was a million years away. And the fears that came between them drove the tears into my play. There was love in Daddy's house, but it was hard love. And I recall the gentle courtesy you gave me as I tried to dissemble in politeness all the love I felt inside. And for every song of laughter was another song that cried, this ain't no easy weekend, this is hard love. Oh, it was hard love every step of the way, hard to be so close to you, so hard to turn away. And when all the stars and sentimental songs dissolved today, there was nothing left to sing about but hard love. So I loved you for your courage and your gentle sense of shame. And I loved you for your laughter and your language and your name. And I knew it was impossible, but I loved you just the same, though the only love I gave to you was hard love. Oh, it was hard love, it was hard on you, I know, when the only love I gave to you was love I couldn't show. You forgave the heart that loved you as your lover turned to go, leaving nothing but the memory of hard love. So I'm standing in this phone booth with $1 and a dime, wondering what to say to you to ease your troubled mind. For the Lord's cross may redeem us, but our own just waste our time. And to tell the two apart is mostly hard love. But I'll tell you that I love you, even though I'm far away. And I'll tell you how you change me as I live from day to day. How you help me to accept myself. I won't forget to say love is never wasted, even when it's hard love. Oh, it's hard love, but it's love all the same. Not the stuff of fantasy, more than just a game. And the only kind of miracle that's worthy of the name. For the love that heals our lives is mostly hard love. Like I said, Bob Franke wrote that song, that and many, many fine songs. I'd like to close with another song from the tape, something that I'm really proud of. Bob and I sort of worked this out. That's Bob Pascarella. And Bob and I sort of worked this out from a very sort of bare bones song by Saigon. And this is it. It's called New Year's Eve. I've seen you tossing restless between midnight and day, paying back the debts of many years, staring through the window till the mists are burnt away, waiting for the sun to dry your tears. I've seen you young, and I've seen you old, and I've seen you lost and found. I've seen you sit and cry without a sound. I've seen you in the lamplight with the hard lines in your face and the shadows of your fears upon the wall. Crying ain't no weakness, to lose is no disgrace. You see, we're not so different after all. Can't you tell by the ringing bell the old year's moving on? I'd like to say some things before it's gone. May whatever house you live in have flowers round the door, babies in the bed to keep you warm. And the people there accept you for what you really are, help you to find shelter in the storm. And morning rain to ease the pain that comes with being free. May the new year bring you freedom peacefully. Happy New Year. Actually, I hate to come to Bob's club and not sing any of his songs. Just seems disgraceful, doesn't it? This one even has a chorus on it. It's really delightful, you know, to stand up here and to hear you singing and to hear your harmonies coming up here. It makes it so much easier for me. I really don't have to do much at all. There's a room inside my heart for each and every friend. I'm adding more on all the time. The process never ends. Photograph, a ticket stub, 2 old comfy chairs, a collection of reminders of the love that we've all shared. Old and new friends, lost and renewed friends, shared love will never end in a heart full of friends. Old and new friends, lost and renewed friends, shared love will never end in a heart full of friends. If a friend is far away, and if we seldom meet, still I keep their room up, I keep it nice and neat. In a quiet moment, or if I'm feeling down, I'll open up the door again, take a look around, sing it with me. Old and new friends, lost and renewed friends, shared love will never end in a heart full of friends. Old and new friends, lost and renewed friends, shared love will never end in a heart full of friends. I'm adding more on all the time, the process never ends. There's always room for one more in a heart full of friends. Old and new friends, lost and renewed friends, shared love will never end in a heart full of friends. Old and new friends, lost and renewed friends, shared love will never end in a heart full of friends. Thank you.